we got ourselves one bang already getting opened up by a kitty while I was trying to save an audio clip. Bad kitty. One bang was getting blasted out. It looks like he recovered a bit of health. Gonna be full combustion versus Satan Elf. Satan Elf. Satan Elf? I'm not sure. Is it Satan? I'm really supposed to be Satan Elf, right? Pretty sure it's supposed to be. Can I call him SATA? It's almost like a SATA cable. This brings me back to my IT classes. Ring of Fire for one bang. As he's setting up a little bit of AoE. Does he have any survivability? It looks like he's going to be cauterized with an ice bug getting used all together. One bang took a bit of damage there. It's time to go for a full reset. And one bang in the opener. Satan Elf is going to be up next. I'll call him Elf. I feel like it's easier. Shackles of Addiction. Elf is going to be able to break it with a quick roar. Popping up in bear form. Letting off a bellowing roar. Where one bang is... lets the chain of malediction slip away. Gonna be the altar time, trying to get himself a little bit of survivability. Trying to go for Radiant Spark over on the kitty cat, maybe with a fireball or two. Trying to see if he can set up some big damage. Gonna be the Ring of Fire. Actually, quite a bit of burst damage. Gonna be Elf going with a bear form. Frenzy Regions trying to recover. One bang does not have any more defenses at all. Maybe he can go for images at the best. Gonna be able to play the blink build, where he blinks and he moves. Not playing the triple shield legendary, but the looks of it. So I think he might be playing for like. He must be playing for like some kind of an aggressive legendary, doesn't he? He must be playing something that's super giga aggressive. Azkaban should back up. Radiant Spark getting set up. Oh wait, he is triple shield legendary. I guess those shields just get burned through very quickly. Elf trying to see if he might be able to get some damage in. Gonna be full combustion. Barkskin is up. Get him some fellow frenzy. It's gonna be full regeneration. And then Elf is going to be able to keep himself afloat for now. Back in the cat form as soon as he sees the fire gas out from one bang. Going to be a quick breath onto Satan. Does get himself a big breath. Going to be all the time. Oh, but the quick bite came out for the Elf and just kind of did the damage ramp out of nowhere. What is this guy? Oh, he's a flush crafty. Okay. I was going to say, Snazzy going to be up next. Quick shadow strike towards Elf. Is looking for a bit of a reset as the thorns are up, trying not to really capitalize. Well, looks like he is going to capitalize damage onto thorns. I guess maybe we're just waiting out for a flush cut to be over, getting a shot onto Elf, trying to see if he might be able to kill him. Although Snazzy got himself super low, quick. Oh my god, the cheesiest blind ever. Wait, Elf could have just trinketed and just ended the duel there, but he decided not to. He decided, I'm not gonna get greedy, even though the rogue had like 1 health bar. Gonna be that quick flash to get the rogue out. Snazzy might to go for an evasion. Kid a shot onto Elf as he got himself a bar skin with a frenzy region emerged healing as he dips low. Snazzy with the shadow blade trying to see if he can finish the fight here. Gonna be a quick shadow step towards the feral. I'm not really sure why she's shadow stepping as much as he is. Evasion's up in case Elf goes in for the big damage, but as long as you get the bleeds on a rogue, you got him. Try to see if you can get around the back of the rogue. If you can just get a couple of those bleeds behind the rogue where you can't evade, you can't dodge behind your back. You can dodge, but you can't say. Quick maim one to the rogue, trick inside of it. Gonna be shadow step, get a shot. Does he have enough damage? Gonna be Elf without a trinket just yet. Might need to trinket a Walrus. Looks like he is gonna trinket in the last second. Bear form. Does he get a big kill? Gonna be another cheap shot. Snazzy trying to end it. It's gonna go for a battle master's trinket just to give him more health, but Elf just kind of lets the bleeds to work. Goes for a full reset. Facile gonna be up next, dropping down the Fell Lord as Elf goes in for a wall. Gonna be the Obelisk down, Mortal Call into the kitty cat with a fear. Demonic Tyrant is gonna be joining the fight. No more stuns for Elf for a second. It's gonna create himself some line of sight. The Fell Guards are gonna create a little bit of pressure, a little bit of damage, and some healing reduction. Elf is... Does he Skull Bash? I think he might have Skull Bashed that Tyrant just now. Gonna be the Fell Lord beating him around the corner. He went back to the line of sight of the Fell Lord, but exactly that's where Fell Lord was sitting, waiting for him. Another swing by the Fell Lord. This Fell Lord is getting some value. 2 swings actually pretty good. Elf going in with a bar skin, looking to get himself some line of sight away from the Warlock. He got himself a little bit of health recovery. Going to be Decimated Bolt sent by Facile. Should be able to send in some big Demon Bolts afterwards. If he's able to land together a Demon Dog is set up with a big bite, then he could be in a fantastic position. Mortal Call into the Elf. Facile going for Demon Bolts back to back. Not the biggest Demon Bolts ever, but they are critting. And they are doing a bit of damage though. Elf is going for as much self-survivability, as much healing as possible. That's Satan Elf looking for that reset. Gonna be stunned by Facile. Has himself that Dark Pact, not Death Pact. Dark Pact, a little bit different than the Death Knight one. Flash cut up for Satan, no interrupt available. Facile is going to be able to get a maim onto the Warlock. Big bite to follow. No more Dark Pact. Facile could be in big trouble. Let's see if the Mortal Call or maybe Warlock House Stone. Looks like he's going to send in 1 Decimating Bolt. But this Pharaoh is just taking the whole team to town. Is it going to be Athaman next or maybe Mayu? Somebody's going to have to shut down that kitty. Is it potentially going to be? It looks like maybe it's going to be Mayu setting up some hots so he can get in there, playing the Resto affinity versus the Guardian affinity of Satan Elf. It really is going to come down which feral has the sharper claws, the bigger bites, and a bigger appetite. Mayu getting a couple of shreds, couple of dots. It's going to be Satan running away into a leap. I don't know what he was trying to do with that runaway in a leap. Sitting in bear form, letting the thorn stick out damage onto Mayu. Quick bash is trying to get some shreds in. Big maim onto Mayu. Feral Frenzy up and all the dots rolling. Satan looking for that reset. Hitting that 6-minute mark, boys. Dampening finally rolling in. Mayu looking for that full reset away from Satan Elf. Is going to get back in there, get a couple dots, get a couple bleeds. And I can't tell if Satan Elf, both of them are playing Necrolord, so one of them should be going for a flesh code at some point or another. I'm pretty sure both of them, one of them should have their defenses back. And they're going to need it. Mayu actually falling behind a little bit on health, getting a reopener onto Satan. Satan burning off a trinket, and Mayu without wall thorns is up. Maybe an intra by the feral druid, by the elf. Looks like doesn't want to go for it. As I mentioned earlier, flesh cut, that should be coming up soon. And neither of the ferals wants to give each other the interrupt on anything that isn't flesh cut. So you're going to have to go for some kind of a stun into a full fleshy. Mayu trinkets out of the main, re-stun back into Elf, is going to go for Shackles of Malediction, while Mayu's health is also really low. Satan does charge in with a quick roar, bash into Mayu, could be really bad for him. Quick main onto Satan, looks like both of them are super low in health. Mayu going for a bit of recovery, trying to go for a cycle, and Satan is going to go behind the wall and get himself a bit of a reheal. Mayu going for regrowth, and Satan is just going to let him. Because he knows if he interrupts him, it's going to be bad. Quick, skull bad. Oh, feral. Both of the druids are going for flesh cut next to each other. Satan decides, you know what? I need to get that interrupt. Otherwise, he's going to get a cyclone. I might as well interrupt, go into bear form immediately, and also start channeling the flesh cut. So he was like, you know what? I might as well get some defense. That was a clever play. Clever girl. Maim onto Elf as Mayu getting a couple of dots, but looks like he wants to back up behind the pillar, setting out an Ursul's Vortex away for Satan. Satan does have himself the ability to go into bear form, catching the feral frenzy regeneration, so he's able to at least recover without necessarily having to go for self-healing, like casting spells or whatever. So he always has that every few seconds. How many seconds? Like 15 seconds? A feral frenzy regeneration? I keep calling it feral frenzy. I know that's not it. I know there's a bleed. I keep just confusing it over and over and over. Elf kind of low on health, sitting in bear, so he could be in trouble. That's going to be the frenzy regen as he's getting low, and that's going to be a quick cyclone. I think he might be able to disrupt that cyclone a little bit of the elf's healing, but not by much. Still sitting in that bear form. There goes an actual frenzy regeneration, trying to go for a cyclone to Mayu as well to catch up on his own heals. Dampening is at 21%, so we are getting to the point where dampening is a little bit rough. Getting the opener onto Mayu. Does Elf go for the big setup? Got himself big bleeds. Going to be a trinket to try to stay aggressive. Mayu's pretty low on health. Does he have anything at all though? It's going to be an Ursul's for Elf, but Mayu's still under pressure. Big bite out of Elf. Looks like he takes him out. Oh no! This Elf guy so far has been able to do a lot of damn. He's been able just to work this whole team. Going to be a cyclone onto Athaman, but adaptation is going to get him out. Elf with a quick roar to try to keep himself moving is going to be power shifting away from Athaman slows. I guess the paladin, you could just run circles around the guy, can't you? Literally running circles because you can't really do anything with slows. Gonna be no trinket for Elf. Got him some bar skin. Is that gonna be enough to live this though? Oh, I had the weirdest frame drops there, but Athaman does end up taking him out. Very well done. Allison gonna be up next, trying to go for full burst versus Athaman, gonna be a bubble by the paladin. Is Allison Night Fae? Leverly has a Night Fae transmog, but it is gonna be a sippy cup coming out of that pocket. So they are playing Kyrian. Athaman did burn off a bubble for the burst of Allison, so that's gonna be one big defenses down. So he's definitely gonna have to find a way to get some bursts into Allison, get a bunch of procs, force defenses out of Allison, and then find a way to basically force Allison's bubble and try to find a way to win this duel without having his own bubble available. Blind by Allison, so didn't have the blind available for their burst, but might be able to use that blind in about a minute with final wreck, because that's going to be a lot of holy damage, and there's not much Athaman can really do to stop it. Allison trying to catch up a bit of healing. Flesh cut out for Athaman. We are hitting that 10-minute mark, 31% dampening, so the healing is going to be heavily reduced. And Athaman trying to keep the pressure on Allison. Maybe he can go for some procs. Seraphim is up. Maybe he can make something happen. Stun to Allison. Gonna be a trinket for the final wreck. Allison had to use a bubble, and Athaman was successful in getting a big defensive out of Allison, trying to build up for more charges while Allison is low on health. Maybe Athaman can keep the pressure rolling. Allison is still sitting at about half his health. Athaman get hit with a stun. Adaptation gets him out. Big procs on Allison. Does he have enough? Big divine storms, and Athaman takes it. Lil X is going to be up next. He's got himself a full flesh cut rolling up towards Atho. Oh, he has a shield of vengeance as well as a blessing of protection. Will that even be enough? Blinder to Lilix as he going for a bit of rehealing. Is Athaman going to be able to bring it back for his team? There's still PZE and Aqua Lirus as a demon hunter and Lilix, but Lilix is going to be his first competitor to fight. Using your blessing of protection and shield of vengeance carefully here is going to be how Athaman wins this duel. Zuen get used by Lilix together with images. Try to see if you can slow the monk down a little bit. Fist if you're repairing out Atha. Might choose defenses here. Going to be a self-heal. Got himself Seraphim up and running. Has himself shield of vengeance in case things go bad. Lilix popping off a defensive with a diffused magic. Going to be holy damage reduced. Maybe a trinket out of him. Going to be maybe trinket karma. Lilix going for big damage. Huge hits onto Lilix. Does Athaman bop it off? He does bop it off. Does he have enough damage to finish it here? He's walking towards Let's get at the procs, and I think it's gonna be over. Oh my goodness, boys! My man Atho back in action. Arc Valirus is gonna be up next. We are hitting that 12-minute mark very soon. 40% damper, immediate metamorphosis on top of Athaman. Bubble not up for 3 more minutes. He's going to be in big trouble. Shield of Vengeance and self-healing is what he needs to focus on, but there's also a Demon Hunter, so any kind of slows you put up on the Demon Hunter might actually be pretty decent. Big blade dance by Aqua. Athaman going for flesh craft. No way to interrupt it. Looks like maybe there was an interrupt out of Aqua. Looks like actually no. How did Athaman get himself a full flesh craft then? Still low in health. The Demon Hunter still got it. Oh man, the pressure the Demon Hunter puts up is massive. After a big old Han turning around, Athaman used Shield of Vengeance, used flesh craft. There was only so much he could do. He almost came back for victory. Barely though. Barely. Alrighty boys, let's get another up and running. Yeah.